Janet Jackson and Diddy. Two legends in the game, both with careers that have been nothing short of iconic. But what happens when the lines between trust and betrayal blur? Recently, Janet Jackson exposed Diddy for allegedly setting her up. And trust us, you do not want to miss what she's revealing about their past. From shady business deals to manipulation behind closed doors, Janet has had enough, and she's speaking out. In today's video, we're diving into the explosive details that have everyone talking about this shocking exposé. What is the real story behind Janet Jackson and Diddy's relationship? Stick around because this is a wild one. Now, when you think of Janet Jackson and Diddy, you probably think of a power duo. Two forces in the music industry who seem to have it all. Back in the day, they were seen as close collaborators, both having a mutual respect for each other's artistry and influence. But things were never as perfect as they seemed. Behind the glitz and glam of Hollywood, things were slowly falling apart. Janet Jackson, who's always been one of the most private celebrities in the game, has had a lot more going on than her fans realized. Janet recently sat down for an exclusive interview, and the revelations she shared were nothing short of shocking. She pulled no punches as she exposed Diddy for allegedly setting her up during a critical point in her career. But before we get into the juicy details, let's set the stage. Janet Jackson has always been known for her impeccable talent, but her career hasn't always been smooth sailing. She's faced controversies, family drama, and the ups and downs of the industry. But what went down with Diddy was something completely different. It was a betrayal from someone she considered a friend. Here's what we know. Back in the early 2000s, Janet Jackson was at a pivotal moment in her career. She was working on some of her most iconic projects, and Diddy, being the industry mogul he is, was supposed to be a major ally. But behind closed doors, things weren't what they seemed. Janet alleges that Diddy was playing both sides, using her for his own benefit, while secretly sabotaging her efforts. It wasn't just business, it was personal. Janet had to make some tough decisions when she realized that Diddy wasn't the person she thought he was. He had his own agenda, and it involved manipulating her to keep his own empire growing. In the interview, Janet went on to describe how Diddy would often make promises that never came through. He'd talk about helping her career, collaborating on projects, and being there for her. But in reality, he was setting her up for failure. Janet spoke about how Diddy would intentionally leave her out of key decisions, make last-minute changes, and try to undercut her creative control. As Janet put it was like being in a relationship with someone who's not only untrustworthy, but is actively working against you behind your back. At one point, things came to a head. Janet reached her breaking point and confronted Diddy. She didn't hold back, and according to her, the conversation was explosive. She called him out for his shady behavior and manipulative tactics. But here's where things get even crazier. Janet claims that Diddy didn't even try to deny it. Instead, he tried to gaslight her, making her feel like she was overreacting. He downplayed everything, but Janet knew what she'd experienced. She wasn't the one who was wrong, Diddy was. But Diddy's response was telling. Over the years, he's made several public statements about his relationship with Janet, often portraying himself as a mentor or close friend. He's even hinted at collaborating with her again, but Janet's recent revelations paint a different picture. According to sources close to the situation, Diddy has always been known for his ruthless business dealings, and Janet's experience was just another example of how he plays the game. He's been accused of controlling the narrative, manipulating people to serve his own needs, and using his connections to stay at the top. And now, Janet's decided she's had enough of staying silent. Since the interview, Janet has been very vocal on social media about trust and betrayal. She's shared posts that seem to directly address her fallout with Diddy, with captions that send a clear message: she's done playing games. She's been through too much in her career to let anyone, especially Diddy, take advantage of her again. Fans have been quick to support Janet, praising her for speaking her truth and not letting anyone silence her. It's clear that this is bigger than just a business fallout. It's about the personal betrayal that hit her hardest. And what about Diddy's side of the story? Well, as expected, he's been pretty tight-lipped about the allegations. He hasn't come out publicly to defend himself, which has only fueled speculation. Many believe that Diddy is trying to distance himself from the drama, knowing that any further confrontation with Janet would only make things worse. But there are also rumors swirling that Diddy is planning to address the situation in his own way, maybe with another cryptic Instagram post or an interview where he'll try to flip the script. But will anyone believe him after Janet's explosive reveal? Through it all, Janet Jackson has remained a powerhouse. Despite the challenges she's faced in both her personal and professional life, she continues to rise above it all. And now, with the truth out there, she's showing the world that she's not afraid to speak up when it matters most. Janet has always been a force to be reckoned with, and this expose proves she's not backing down. So, what does this mean for Janet and Diddy moving forward? Will their relationship ever be repaired, or has the damage already been done? One thing's for sure, Hollywood will never be the same after this shocking reveal. Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. Do you think Janet's right to expose Diddy, or is this just another chapter in a complicated Hollywood story? Don't forget to hit that subscribe button for more gossip and exclusive content. Trust us, Celeb Titbits is where you want to be if you love the latest celebrity tea. See you next time.